Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and I hope you're all having a great weekend so far. In this video, we'll talk about Apecoin, which I think I covered this when I think I covered this Tuesday when it was quite bullish as well. Then we talked about the possibility of a bullish breakout, and that in general, Apecoin did look bullish because, I mean, if you look at this market structure, obviously. With this bullish breakout, it looks very bullish. But before that as well, I mean, you already had some bullish momentum here at the start when Bitcoin was also bullish. And Apecoin was one of the cryptos that hadn't rallied too much yet, all right? So when it was consolidating here, the most likely scenario was a bullish breakout. That's also what we talked about. And a continuation up to 1.75, 1.85 up here. So that is now kind of happening, all right? You can see that Apecoin has found resistance here at the 0.618 Fib, which is quite a strong Fibonacci resistance level. But in general, I'm actually quite bullish on Apecoin. And I am looking at an entry, at potentially taking a trade. We'll talk about that in this video as well. But first of all, if you look at the open interest right now, Apecoin just looks very strong. It gained a ton of momentum yesterday, basically until this morning. And then this morning it has kind of fallen flat, all right? So the momentum right now, also after finding resistance, of course, has died down a bit. But overall, I am still bullish on the Apecoin. I think it's likely to get a bit of a retracement here. I also expect Bitcoin to fall down a little bit more than it is, even though overall I think Bitcoin is still bullish. So Bitcoin overall still being bullish is obviously a great argument in favor of Apecoin rallying up to the next price targets, which in my eyes, like technically it's 1.75 all the way up to 1.88, but I would say 1.85, 1.88 is my next price target. So it seems likely that that is still coming. Not necessarily soon, but it seems likely that that's still coming. But on the short term, and that also looks quite likely for Apecoin, which is normally also correlated to Bitcoin. On the short term, it seems more likely that Bitcoin will pull back a bit here, and that Apecoin will therefore also test the main support levels right here between 1.6 and 1.56. All right, so that's the 0.382 and the 0.5 Fib, which also coincides with the main resistance level Apecoin broke above. So that could be an amazing break retest. So that is what I expect on the short term. I expect Apecoin to test that support level. So let me quickly draw that on the chart. I expect it to test the support level, and it looks like at this moment, while I'm making the video, it looks most likely that it will find support at that level, maybe consolidate for a couple of days, but then eventually get up to that next price target. That just technically looks most likely. Technically, we just got a bullish breakout, which usually results in a little bit more of a bullish move than this. The markets overall are still strong and bullish, and purely technically, I mean, this is a major support level. All right, so this looks most likely. But I have to say, like the markets right now, like we've seen last week on Tuesday, for example, the markets right now are volatile. All right, so I expect Apecoin to hold this level and consolidate and then rally up higher. But there's always a chance that if, for example, Bitcoin crashes down hard somewhere at the beginning of next week, I'm not saying that will happen, but it's a possibility. And Apecoin, while it tests support here, drops down below that level, it's a possibility. I was wrong if that happens. But please know that it's a possibility that if Apecoin drops down below 1.55, then the bullish momentum is gone, all right? And then it's more likely that it will just be back in that same consolidation. So doesn't seem likely. The only reason I would see something like this happening is if Bitcoin starts crashing down hard, so that it drops down even lower than 36,000, for example. But you should know it, all right? Now, I still think this is most likely to end on a positive note, but now at least you are optimally prepared for everything that can happen. So if you do still have any questions, let me know down in the comments. Down in the pinned comment in the description, you will also find links to my own premium group and my signals group, where, for example, I will also post my entry on Apecoin if I do take a long trade. But that's if that sounds interesting, check it out, but that's up to you. For now, have a great weekend. Thank you for watching, and bye.